And, I worked in risk. I mean, if I'm a bank, I can game this.
The rule doesn't cover them now.
We need people who are experts, who have gamed the system.
When things like Lehman happen, the unwind process is just mind-boggling, and nobody can handle it, and it takes down all. We decided we would read through and figure out what the rule was trying to do, and then sit and try and figure out how we would get around it. If we were still working on Wall Street, what are the ways that we would try and evade it? Very, very clear cut. I have no faith that this will ever make it through into the final rule under any circumstances, but we can make a very, very strong case for continuity.
이들은 볼커 룰이 강화되길 바라며 증권거래위원회와 예금보험공사, 연방준비제도 이사회에 제안서를 냈다.
Normally, the only people that comment on these regulations are the industries that are about to be regulated. And you can probably guess what they say, right? They say, this is too harsh, you have to take this out, this is going to ruin our business. They'll say this will ruin the economy.
The cynic in me will say that even under the best circumstances, if this law went through and all speculative proprietary trading was cut from the banks and they just couldn't do it anymore, they will find something else. They always do.
We can absolutely reform banks. We just have to care enough about it, and we have to trust that the world won't collapse in the meantime. Banks were reformed after the Great Depression. They absolutely were. It was a political will issue, and it continues to be. And the question isn't, are we going to create something perfect? The question is, are we going to create something better than this? It's actually a pretty low bar. So I think it's definitely achievable.
최근 미국 정부는 1년에 1억 달러 이상의 스와프를 거래하는 은행들에 대한 엄격한 규정을 만들려고 했다. 은행들은 로비를 펼쳤고 그 결과 80억 달러가 넘는 규모의 거래를 하는 은행들만이 규제 대상이 됐다. 파생 상품을 거래하는 기관의 85%는 규제 영역을 벗어났다.
We now somehow believe that finance sort of drives everything. The crisis was an opportunity to change that. To ask questions like, what is the role of finance in our economy? What is the role of banks? But I suspect it's very hard, because it's very difficult to change gods. And in the modern age, our god was finance. Except it's turned out to be a very cruel and destructive god.